My question is to the Prime Minister. When did the government become aware that its Robodebt scheme was illegal?
The Minister for Government Services.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Let me thank the member for his question. As the member knows, on the 19th of November last year, I did a press conference to indicate that we were pausing all recoveries for debts that were being raised by income averaging.
Member for McMahon.
The Attorney-General also made clear in the Insiders interview that income averaging is a long-standing practice of governments going back decades. So I went and checked over the weekend to see exactly how far income averaging went back again. I asked the department to do a random sample of 500 debts raised.
If you could just pause for a second. Unlike the last question, this was one question, not two or three. I think there were three last time. And it was a specific question. And so whilst he's entitled to have a preamble, the preamble cannot be the answer. And I just ask him to direct himself to the question.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. As I said, I announced to the public on the 19th of November that we would be pausing all recovery of debts that were raised either solely or partially by income averaging. And to see how far the practice went back, to understand government's consistent practice as to what they believed was sufficient, a random sample was undertaken, and surprise, surprise, 16% of all debts in 2009 were raised by those opposite to income averaging. 24%
No,
in 2011.
I'll just say to the Minister, the question was very specific. I've enabled him to have a preamble. He's addressing the policy topic, but he's not being directly relevant to the question that was asked. It was a very specific question. He can't seek to answer a question he wasn't asked. So I just say to the Minister to bring himself back to the question. I think it's the independence question. The Minister will cease interjecting. The member for Mayo.